In the shadowed realm, where psychological disquiet and supernatural manifestations converge, Andrzej Zulawski's Possession. From 1981 emerges as a cinematic enigma, inviting scholars and cineastes. This essay embarks on a scholarly exploration, peeling back the layers of the film's narrative and characters to expose the profound psychological and existential depths as we navigate through the labyrinthine corridors of marital disintegration, political allegory, and the uncanny. Our inquiry will endeavor to decipher the film's ambiguous symbolism. Join us on this academic odyssey as we dissect the thematic complexities and cinematic language of Possession. Seeking to unveil the cryptic tapestry woven by Zulawski's masterful storytelling and Isabelle Adjani's haunting portrayal in the dim glow of Cold War Berlin, where reality blurs with the surreal, our analysis strives to shed light on the mysterious, leaving no psychological crevice unexplored in this haunting cinematic masterpiece.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
Me, I think.
I'm scared to close my eyes. I'm scared to open them. I'm gonna die out here.
Possession delves into several complex and intertwined themes. Dysfunctional relationships. The film scrutinizes the breakdown of the central couple's marriage, portraying the emotional toll and psychological disintegration associated with a troubled relationship, isolation, and alienation. Characters in the film experience a profound sense of isolation, both emotionally and physically, contributing to their mental unraveling. The setting and cinematography intensify this feeling. Body horror. The movie incorporates elements of body horror, with grotesque and surreal physical transformations serving as metaphors for the characters' inner turmoil and the destructive nature of their relationship, existential angst. Possession explores existential themes, depicting characters grappling with the meaning of life, their own existence, and the futility of their actions in a seemingly indifferent world. The film blurs the line between reality and fantasy, incorporating supernatural and otherworldly elements. This ambiguity adds to the psychological horror, leaving audiences questioning what is real. Repression and taboos. The narrative confronts repressed emotions and societal taboos, unveiling the characters' darkest desires and fears. The film challenges conventional norms and explores the consequences of suppressing one's true self, female empowerment, and liberation. Isabelle Adjani's character undergoes a transformative journey that can be interpreted as a metaphor for female empowerment and liberation from societal constraints. However, this theme is complex and open to various interpretations. Cold War paranoia. The film is set against the backdrop of the Cold War, and this political tension seeps into the narrative, adding an additional layer of paranoia and unease. Possession delves into several complex and intertwined themes. Dysfunctional relationships. The film scrutinizes the breakdown of the central couple's marriage, portraying the emotional toll and psychological disintegration associated with a troubled relationship, isolation, and alienation. Characters in the film experience a profound sense of isolation, both emotionally and physically, contributing to their mental unraveling. The setting and cinematography intensify this feeling. Body horror. The movie incorporates elements of body horror, with grotesque and surreal physical transformations serving as metaphors for the characters' inner turmoil and the destructive nature of their relationship, existential angst. Possession explores existential themes, depicting characters grappling with the meaning of life, their own existence, and the futility of their actions in a seemingly indifferent world. The film blurs the line between reality and fantasy, incorporating supernatural and otherworldly elements. This ambiguity adds to the psychological horror, leaving audiences questioning what is real. Act 1. Introduction and Family Disintegration. Introduction of Anna and Mark. The film opens with the seemingly ordinary life of Anna, played by Isabelle Adjani, and Mark, played by Sam Neill, and their young son Bob. Marital strain. Early signs of marital strain emerge, with tension between Anna and Mark hinted through subtle interactions and icy exchanges. Anna's unexplained behavior. Anna's erratic behavior becomes more pronounced, leading to mysterious occurrences such as intense emotional outbursts and secretive activities. The affair. Mark discovers that Anna is having an affair, intensifying the emotional turmoil within the family. Anna's strange apartment. Anna moves into a mysterious and dilapidated apartment, and her behavior becomes increasingly erratic and detached from reality. Act 2. Supernatural and psychological unraveling supernatural manifestations. The film introduces surreal and supernatural elements, including a tentacled creature in Anna's apartment, blurring the line between psychological horror and the paranormal. Mark's investigation. Mark attempts to understand Anna's behavior, leading to a growing sense of paranoia and confusion as he encounters bizarre and nightmarish scenes. Duality of Anna. Anna's duality becomes more apparent, with Isabelle Adjani delivering a powerful performance, portraying two distinct sides of her character. A mysterious encounter in the subway adds to the film's surreal atmosphere, heightening the sense of disorientation and existential dread. Political overtones. The film subtly weaves in political themes, especially with the involvement of mysterious government agents and a sense of surveillance. Act 3. Climax and resolution confrontation in the apartment. The narrative builds to a climactic confrontation between Mark and Anna in the apartment, culminating in a shocking and surreal revelation, monstrous transformation. The film reaches a peak of psychological horror as Anna undergoes a monstrous and grotesque transformation, pushing the boundaries of body horror. The subway symbolism. The subway system takes on deeper symbolic significance, representing the character's descent into psychological depths and the complex labyrinth of their emotions. Ambiguous ending. The film concludes with an ambiguous and open-ended resolution, leaving the audience to interpret the fate of the characters and the meaning behind the surreal events. Character arcs. Anna's character arc is a journey through emotional turmoil, marital strife, supernatural manifestations, and a profound transformation that challenges traditional notions of femininity. Mark's character undergoes a psychological unraveling as he grapples with the breakdown of his marriage, the supernatural elements surrounding Anna, and the surreal events that defy explanation. The couple's young son, Bob, serves as a witness to the disintegration of his parents' relationship, adding a layer of innocence to the film. Possession embeds political overtones within its narrative, reflecting the socio-political context of the Cold War era. The film is set in Cold War era West Berlin, and this geopolitical backdrop subtly influences the characters and their interactions. The tense political climate of the time contributes to the overall atmosphere of paranoia and uncertainty. The physical division of Berlin during the Cold War serves as a metaphor for the character's emotional and psychological. The wall becomes a symbolic barrier, mirroring the emotional walls within the central couple's deteriorating relationship. The film hints at government surveillance and shadowy organizations, adding an element of conspiracy and political intrigue. This taps into the pervasive fear and suspicion prevalent during the Cold War. The East and West Berlin settings in the film can be interpreted as representing the ideological and political divide between the Eastern blocs, led by the Soviet Union, and the Western Bloc, led by the character's struggles may symbolize the broader tensions between these political entities. Personal versus political despair. The character's personal struggles are intertwined with a sense of political despair. The film suggests a connection between the character's emotional turmoil and the larger political landscape, highlighting how personal and political spheres are inextricably linked. Possession utilizes dynamic camera movements, including handheld shots and unconventional angles, to create a sense of unease and disorientation. The fluidity of the camera contributes to the film's intense and immersive atmosphere. The composition of shots is carefully crafted to enhance the psychological impact. Framing often emphasizes the isolation of characters or the eerie nature of their surroundings. The film employs a distinctive lighting scheme, with a preference for dimly lit environments. This contributes to the film's overall sense of mystery and psychological tension. The editing is deliberate, with pacing that amplifies the suspense and unpredictability. The rhythm of cuts enhances the film's emotional impact, allowing tension to build gradually. The film utilizes montage techniques to juxtapose scenes, creating thematic connections and reinforcing the surreal nature of the narrative. Carlo Rambaldi's special effects work brings to life the tentacled creature in Anna's apartment. The design of the creature is both grotesque and symbolic, adding layers to the film's exploration of psychological horror. The design of Anna's apartment is a visual metaphor, reflecting the decay of her mental state. The cluttered and dilapidated surroundings contribute to the film's overall sense of disarray. Various locations, including the subway system, are designed with symbolic intent. The subway becomes a metaphorical labyrinth, emphasizing the character's psychological journey. The film's sound design utilizes eerie and dissonant sounds, enhancing the unsettling atmosphere. The auditory experience complements the visual elements, deepening the psychological impact. Strategic use of silence builds tension, heightening the impact of key moments. The absence of traditional musical cues contributes to the film's unconventional and unsettling nature. Ajani's performance is marked by intense physicality, capturing the emotional and psychological turmoil of her character. Symbolism is woven into the visual fabric of the film. The tentacled creature, the subway, and other elements serve as visual metaphors, inviting interpretation and adding layers of meaning to the narrative. The film's color palette is intentionally chosen to evoke specific emotions. The use of muted tones and stark contrasts contributes to the overall visual impact. In the labyrinth of existence, the duality of love, madness, and free will emerge as a haunting symphony, each note tinged with a shadowy resonance. Love, a beacon of warmth, casts a chilling counter, an abyss of heartache and shattered connections. Madness, that enigmatic dance at the edge of reason, beckons with the allure of creative genius and descends into the dissonance of fractured minds. Free will, the purported liberator, reveals its darker twin, the burden of choices made in the echoing corridors of consequence. Within this human experience, love's tender embrace becomes inseparable from the cruel caress of its absence, forming a dual narrative that oscillates between ecstasy and desolation. The phantom in the psyche's depths invites contemplation on the thin veil separating brilliance from insanity, leaving a lingering question mark on the nature of the human mind. Free will, draped in the cloak of autonomy, unfolds as both the liberator and the executioner, offering the power to shape destinies while casting shadows of responsibility. The paradox of love and free will resides in the delicate interplay between the emotional entanglements of the heart and the autonomy to make conscious choices. Love as a powerful force that binds individuals, often operates on a plane where rationality wavers. It is a force that can inspire selfless devotion and yet, paradoxically, may also lead individuals to make choices that defy reason and personal well-being. Free will, on the other hand, implies the ability to make independent decisions, unrestrained by external influences. The paradox emerges as the choices made in the name of love may seemingly compromise the very autonomy inherent in free will. The individual may willingly surrender aspects of their independence for the sake of the beloved, creating a tension between the freedom to choose and the voluntary submission to the desires of the heart. As the echoes of possession gradually fade, the residue of its enigmatic narrative lingers, inviting contemplation on love, unraveling identities, and the unsettling dance between the real and the surreal. Now, our journey takes an intriguing turn toward Ken Russell's The Devils. In this next cinematic venture, we'll navigate the historical tapestry woven with threads of religious fervor, political turbulence, and the uncanny. Russell's audacity in storytelling and visual composition beckons us into a realm where societal norms fray and the grotesque finds its place amidst as we step into the vivid chaos of 17th century France. The Devils promises a visceral exploration of human psyche and societal boundaries.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
Me, I think.
I'm scared to close my eyes. I'm